Let's talk about a few of your specific projects. And I'm kind of going off my own deep dive on you and online and stuff I've seen and whatnot. And
There's a lot
so
more on the dark web.
there's a lot more on the dark
Yeah.
web. That's what I
We
that's what I
we
figured.
didn't go that far.
So I thought this was your first directorial feature, but it sounds like you had an earlier one. You made a film called Ashes of Eden in 2014.
Yeah.
So was
yeah.
that was not your first feature though?
Correct. The first distributed film.
Okay,
Yeah.
first distributed film.
Yeah.
So can you talk about that process and how that film kind of came to be? And
Yeah. I originally I wrote that as well, so it took me a while to kind of craft it into the picture that it was. Of course, a film gets made several times through the process of writing, filming, directing, editing. But yeah, I took about, I don't know, off and on, maybe 7 years. I've always got different stories at various stages of development. Like I got 3 sitting right now at the collective development desk, just waiting to see where we could piece those in the future. I heard a lot about DJ, and he was in Lansing, and I'd never worked with him before. And so me and him started talking a little bit, and we developed that relationship. And I knew that if we were going to go forward, because he was serious about the things that he did as well, I wanted to make sure that that relationship was solid. So we kind of just hung out and got to know each other for probably a good part of a year. And then I raised the funds to make the picture, directed it. We shot it in, I think, 18 days. I edited it, and produced and acted in it too.
I mean, like you had already directed a feature, but what did you learn about going through that whole process for the first distributed feature? What did you take away from that?
Yeah, I always take away stuff from that, and from that particular picture was that believe in yourself, execute your vision, influence people to come on board, treat people fairly, have a good attitude, do your best, and go to sleep. Being in the midst of a hurricane, such as a picture, 15-day, 18-day shoot, so many things can go wrong, and people can stress over things, and there's a lot of issues that do come up that need immediate attention, or maybe need some of your attention. And they can be really stressful for people if you don't know how to have the tools to process stress, how to problem solve, how to delegate things. And so I've learned that I just do my best and I go to bed.
Yeah.
Nothing else I can do about
Yeah.
it as long as I've done my best. And so that's helped out a lot. And I don't think it's cliche. I mean, it's very good for your mental health.
Yeah.
And pick the best people. Pick your team. Pick your team. Pick your actors. Those will be the people that help carry you through. You'll be the leader. You'll be making the final decisions on this. But your team, man, will help coordinate all that and make it a lot easier.
When you get done with a project like that, are you? Because I know how I feel, and I think people probably feel the same. Are you relieved, or are you ready to go and make something else?
Well, in those cases, you're still sitting with that project, till it premieres. So, I still work a full-time job, like I said. So all my vacation days are saved up for shooting.
Yeah.
So I'm work, vacation, then movie, right back to work.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I really don't get vacations.
Yeah.
And I haven't had real ones in probably 20 years.
Oh, wow.
How many days did you shoot on Ashes of Eden?
That was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Was it consecutive?
Yeah. We do all these other features, starting with Ashes, the biblical trilogy, 40 Nights Chasing the Star, The Christ Slayer, Wild Faith, Lost Heart, Man's Best Friend. They're all 15 to 18 day shoot consecutive.
Wow.
6-day work weeks.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, like I said, then you got a week of PrePro before that.
So what is your week of pre-pro like? What are you doing during that time? Are you doing a lot of rehearsals, just doing kind of blocking and stuff? What are you doing?
Well, most of your team's not in
Yeah.
during your pre-pro. Your actors don't fly in yet. You're nailing any locations that are not down, anything that hasn't been checked off the list. Basically, that's your week of scouting locations, developing your plan. Your DP's usually with you. All producers are on site at that point. and you're just knocking off all the checklists. Catering is your biggest thing, all your room, all your lodging. So we cover all that.
Sure.
We have departments, and they're fully, 1 and 2 deep within the departments, but we have all departments: costuming, makeup, production design, camera team, rather than just one person that's doing it all.
So are you, when you talk about like the Quest, the Quest trilogy, is that what you call it? So how much are you doing behind the scenes on those movies?
On those ones, I think, me personally, I was associate producer on those. So Melissa Anschutz, which is one of our producers, she's an actor producer, tremendous, hardworking woman that just tears it up. She's so tenacious, man, and really heck of an actress too. So she really held up on the first one. Kind of a solo, because DJ's starring in it. The other producers are in it. So behind the scenes, typical is me and DJ and Mel just putting out fires.
Yeah.
We try to insulate our cast and crew. So all of a sudden this location dropped, or this thing can't be done, or whatever. Anything that can try to derail or bring any kind of stressful into that nurturing environment, we just yank it out and we take care of it.
That's so
That's
important.
your job.
Good. That's good to hear, because it's tough not to react to a negative. We might see it as a negative situation when something falls through, but it's great that you guys are able to just power through it. Don't stress about it.
Yeah, you got to. You could be some guy knocking on your door saying, "Hey, what are all these trucks doing out here? No one told me that there was a filming. I'm trying to get some," and I got to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
And I got to use crisis intervention, de-escalation skills, all those things. And it's getting people, influencing people to see your way is the best way. That's why you should let us have your house, so we can shoot in it.
You have a very calm demeanor, so I'm sure that that training does help you in a lot of these situations. It was meant to be.
I'm trained. I'm a trained interviewer and interrogator. I'm also trained in crisis intervention, de-escalation, Tri-County, CIT, which is a crisis intervention team. Yeah, I've been doing that for 20-some years. So
all of these undervalued filmmaking skills
that
would come in handy.
Like, everybody needs those.
Do you find, because I don't act at all. Do you find that for you, when you're trying to focus on a character, do you find that when then you have to worry about the person who's upset about the trucks, do you find that you're able to switch between them, or do you feel like you're able to compartmentalize pretty easly to go back and forth?
To.
Yeah.
If you're in my position, actor, producer, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to be able to shift that, or you're going to have to choose one or the other, because we'll reevaluate that on the next picture.
Right.
And you did pretty good acting wise, but the producing really dropped. Maybe you take less skill, or less of those responsibilities into the next one. But if you can motor through those, of course, you do the heavy lifting on the next one or whatever. So. Yeah, for me personally, I have to shut it down. I can still, like this next picture we're promoting right now. It's called Best Years Gone. I'll be directing that.
Nice.
I got a small part in that too, but co-producer, producer, and we'll shoot that in May.